dude.
My boy, my boy, my boy.
You rep the names, you play the games. Here's the latest on the My Player Nation standings.
That's the United States Supreme Court, and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And with where Washington is, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Aldridge out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Irving. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Davis in at the 2. And for the Wizards, Hachimura out there with Tristan Thompson. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Oladipo in at the 2-guard spot. And here are the Bulls now. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
As a coach, this is how you like your plays to end. Aldridge with a high percentage look.
Westbrook dishes to Oladipo. Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Now, here is Irving. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court and finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Aldridge, no luck.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Outside, Davis. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. On its way from Irving for 2. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Kyrie sprung free on that pick and roll. Trying to stick with him is easier said than done.
Passes to Hachimura. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Thompson finds Westbrook, just 5 on the clock. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Here is Davis following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Aldridge. Shot from the wing, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Westbrook passes to Oladipo. Off target with his 3. Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Floats one up. They get it again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Aggressive cleaning the glass. That's the attitude you like to see from Aldridge.
Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the night. That free throw good from Aldridge. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, outside Westbrook. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Richardson against Millsap. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second.
2011, I came into the league.
Some say Greg a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Russell Westbrook out there with Oladipo. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Hachimura in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Millsap passes to Hachimura. And here's Westbrook from the arc.
Good defense by Kyrie, sticking with the fundamentals on that play.
Westbrook can't get it to go. And Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D type player, recommitted himself last year, Smitty, to defense.
Kevin, he felt like he wasn't being impactful on the defensive end and vowed to amend that. He can be a nuisance with that reach, and he's put in that extra work to solidify his defensive presence.
Pass to Irving. Takes the 3. The Bulls keep it alive. Here's Valanciunas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
Richardson dishes to Irving, and he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Outside, Davis. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound by the Bulls. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, not an easy time on offense for the Bulls last year. They struggled mightily on the offensive end. 3rd worst in the league in effective field goal percentage. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Wizards shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Here's Westbrook. Here's Thompson. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Richardson the pass to Aldridge. Irving looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. Fades away. That one off the back iron and out. Westbrook drives in, and the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really reflective.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They never trailed by more than 3. And that...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Kyrie Irving. Josh Richardson out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Davis, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Unloads. Thompson with the rebound. Wizards trail by 7.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011. Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Davis kicks to Valanciunas. The pass to Irving. To the inside, Richardson, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector. And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Outside Irving. And again, Chicago, no good.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Back to Oladipo. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Irving against Westbrook. Puts one up from 19. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. So many NBA players now have their talented children playing in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstars?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up and coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them win in championships, being able to play on that stage is unbelievable.
Thompson inside, guarded by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
And he's able to get it back. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Westbrook against Irving. Over Westbrook. And it's Irving missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
They get it back. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Irving kicks to Davis. Passes it to Aldridge. Turnaround Jay. Kept alive. Valanciunas. Good D by Thompson. Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. That ties the game. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
Here's Irving. And the shot is good.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make it still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls out front. They're up by 2. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Paul Millsap out there with Hachimura. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Thompson in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And it's Westbrook missing. Chicago leading. Outside, Davis. Richardson outside. Top Valanciunas. He's covered by Thompson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Millsap. Wizards passing it around from outside the arc. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Millsap. Millsap's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bulls shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Great, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Irving against Westbrook. Irving kicks to Richardson. Aldridge inside. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And Josh Richardson hits from deep. And the Bulls lead by 2. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Westbrook's got 11 in the second half. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Irving. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
When the lights are at his brightest, Kyrie loves coming through.
It's Oladipo on the wing. They get it back.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Richardson the pass to Irving. To the left side wing. Aldridge against Thompson. Davis kicks to Richardson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
He did not waver on his decision-making. Josh with the opportunity down the stretch.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And And so Westbrook makes them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
To the wing on the left. Here's Aldridge, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game. Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
He was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thank you, David. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3. And the Bulls with another miss. Lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Here's Westbrook. Count.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They could have tied it up. That was a huge opportunity they missed.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Oladipo for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
When I ain't have a just hit another. Now I'm back on my feet. I got that for the cheap. Everybody come shop with me 'cause